Welcome people to another video. Now I did say I was gonna do the superhuman tier last video yesterday, but I didn't feel like it, so fuck you. So we're still in it now. So we're starting off with Kamoshida from part 2. So he was like, haha, I'm evil and stuff, and then like Minato like summoned a frog on his ass and he just got squashed and died. He was also trying to be like a pedophile. But he is stronger than everyone in the weak ass tier. That is how that is. Next is the Virgin from part 2 as well. So like he tried to sneak up on Donald when he was pissing on a tree, and Donald like turned around and killed him in one hit. But Virgin is stronger than Kamoshida, that is a fact. The Primal Aspid with a gun. It has a minigun, otherwise it's just as fragile as one, but it's kind of more threatening than everyone else behind him, because he can fly and stuff. It's hard to touch. After that is Tyranitar. He's there. Rick like ran at him, okay, and like knocked him away, and he just never came back. Which I guess Rick must be really strong to like push a mountain like that. And T-Tar, Tyranitar, Cocktar, Angustar, Tyranitar. Yeah, he kind of just existed. Next is Nami. She's from Entropy Adventures Expansion Uno, and she like sings these songs, and like does pretty good buffs. She's like the support of the team. She's pretty good, pretty helpful. So she's pretty busted. She can heal too. She has a sharp trident. Yeah, the trident's pretty sharp. It can hurt. Next is Makarov. He has a gun, like a Scar or some shit, or like an LSAT. I don't know what gun he was holding, but he appeared in part 20. He was like trying to shoot up an airport again, which I think so. Yeah, he was trying to shoot up an airport, but like he came across Fellwinter, and Fellwinter like just froze him and decked him hard. But he's pretty strong. Then there's Larry the Lobster. So like he appeared in part 3, and Rimuru didn't have any money to pay the hospital bills, so like any good hospital, they just cast him aside in the dumpster. So Larry the Lobster grabs Rimuru and throws him over the horizon, like Team Rocket style. So Larry's pretty strong. Next is Hornet from part 15. And she was like a maid there. She like followed along 8 because he like beat this Virgin. So like she followed 8. She kind of did some cool stuff. I just showed her Mirage literally one time total in the whole part, which I never noticed when I was making it. And she's pretty tough. Yeah, that's all I can really say. Next is Rick. I don't even need to say anything. He like bashed into Taitar, launching him across the world, and he was also the tank of the team, and he was fighting Eggman. He was able to tank Eggman's piss, which destroyed France, which is crazy. Next is this YouTuber Nevercake. He's from part 2 OVA, just like Rick. Oh yeah, same thing with Primal Aspid, but yeah, Nevercake. Yeah, I don't know this guy. He just sounds like he just sounds somewhat like a beta male. Next is Dustnor. And Dustnor, so like his ability was that he could hold people in place. It was a pretty good ability, I think. Wait, no, that was not his ability. His ability was that he's able to practically make N like invincible and shit. It was like, it wasn't really very fair. But then like they like pulled a tech and killed Dustnor, but he was pretty strong. Next is Dreg from part 13. He was a part of the Relic race, and he like came across these. So they came across Dreg. Dreg was fighting Warlock, and Warlock was like, no, and then like reverse Nova bombed him and like killed him. And he can throw Nova. He's pretty strong. Next is McCree. McCree from part 5. He's a mercenary. Well, no, he's like the contractor guy. Gives the bounties and monies and stuff, and they beat, and like he's pretty strong though to hold that and stuff, and he like shot that guy. Wait, no, he didn't shoot anyone, but he did survive for like 3 seconds after being stabbed through the chest by Gilgamesh, which is a pretty good feat. Next is Ag from part 5. A pretty good boy Ag. He died doing his best. He's pretty strong. He had to like fight off Warlock and the Master Chief, which is a pretty impressive feat. Though they were kind of not trying to kill him, but they had to because he was in the way. And he was a beautiful boy. He was pure. He was just mentally disabled. He needed help. He was loyal to Gilgamesh at all costs. Loyalty, true homie right there. Next, this is one of my favorites. So this is Takumi. He died on the 4th image of part 10, like instantly. Like he tried to fight Myers and instantly lost, like the next image. It's one of the greatest moments in Entropy history. Why is he this high? Because he is strong. It's just that he was kind of fighting someone far stronger than him. It wasn't fair. Next is Honk. I forgot what it's. I keep getting that confused. But like, he had Clown's Mirage or some shit, and I don't know what his ability actually did, because he came across Baku, and Baku was like, "Hey yo, B," and like bopped him. I think, yeah, he bopped him hard, because he wasn't ready to fuck with the might of the gamers. They were too strong for him. Next is Zun, and Zun, I don't know what he did. Next is Cthulhu Monster. He appeared in part 20, and Goku, he was like going to do some crazy shit. He was gonna like kill Apollo, the racist, transphobic, homophobic guy. But then Goku accidentally flew into the Cthulhu Monster and killed it. Cthulhu Monster's pretty strong. He just got bad luck. Next is Waver, the protagonist of part 6 OVA. So he has like these anti-mirage magic, and he's pretty skilled at fighting mirages. Well, some mirages. I don't think he's gonna be able to deal with like the fucking the turbo ones that kind of just cheat. Yeah, Waver's pretty wicked. Next is John Arbuckle. He fought Patrick Star's ice cream mode form in part 9, and was able to go toe to toe with that, which was pretty wicked. And then like that was like before he got obliterated by that was before he got fucking absolutely annihilated by Garfield. It was really too much of a fair fight there. Next is Hector. Hector appeared in the Mistake of part 12. Don't read that part. And he kinda just died. But he like fought these weird monsters. He's pretty strong. Next is Marco from the Entropy Adventures Expansion 1. He was the first companion met, and he's a pretty helpful guy. And he's pretty good with a sword, a bow. He's a pretty skilled adventurer. He's a pretty nice guy too. Next is Sedith. Whatever, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Sedith. He kind of like did the stuff. He had his Mirage, which is like the boof version of like at one Pokemon, Surfetched. And he had like the boof there, and his ability was that he could vape gas to like impair his opponents, which I gotta say was which is pretty strong ability. Next is Ripley. Ripley helped Jonesy defeat the Broodmother to save the sun, the worm. And I think they launched her into like the 0 point. Then they can later in the Relic race, he's from part 13. He was able to use Gallowhorn to defeat Crota, which was that happened. So yeah, he has a pretty good arsenal of weapons. He's pretty crazy. Next is Azazel, and he's pretty scary looking. He's able to literally just live with like his entire rib cage exposed, no like near no organs, just fucking ripped out bottom half, doesn't even have a bottom jaw, but he's built different, and he appeared in Entropy Adventures story, and he was pretty cool, pretty wacky, and that's about it for him. Next is Ninja, and Ninja plays Fortnite. And he is the best Fortnite player in the entire world. That inspired a later character that will appear later. So Ninja's power was he didn't actually do anything because he kind of just fought Garfield, and Garfield was just way too strong and one-shotted him and John Arbuckle. It wasn't really fair, but he's strong. Next is Generic Knight from Entropy Adventures Expansion 3. And he's a normal knight. They're pretty strong. I think they're pretty strong, and that's about it. Next is Shrek from Part 3. Shrek, he's a pretty strong guy. Like, Shrek is pretty strong. Like, he had Void Terminal as his Mirage, and he like tried to body Rimuru, but like Rimuru's Mirage is just built different and just void him entirely. So yeah. Next is Tiki Toby. Tiki Toby tried to stab and slash Rimuru, but like Rimuru was kind of like unaffected by him because, you know, Rimuru's a slime. So he was like, yo, what the fuck? And then like Levi pulled up and just did his cool shit, killing him. It was pretty cool. Yeah, Tiki Toby, he isn't that weak. Next is the Lois Knight from Entropy Adventures 3. And these guys are like the tougher versions of the normal knights because they know ice magic. Next is the Miss whatever the fuck from the Entropy Adventures Expansion 3, and the Miss guy. They're pretty cool. They like fight in this mist, and they're pretty cool. They're wacky. Next is a Uber driver. He drives a Dodge Charger. There's nothing else you need to know about him. Next is Koopa the Quick, and Koopa the Quick, he's pretty quick. He avoids combat. He's the quick. And no matter how quick he was, he couldn't evade. He wasn't quick enough to avoid the pain. Next is the Sheriff from Entropy Adventures Expansion 1. The Sheriff, he's definitely stronger than Nami. He's definitely stronger than Azazel. He's pretty strong. He has a gun. He shoots. He has the High Noon. He's like McCree, but like cooler. And shit, yeah. Next is Sergeant, and Sergeant here, this dude was like, he has like laser guns and shit. He's pretty cool, and he has like this quick, cool kill shot, and he has the fucking cardboard box, which that alone just puts him up pretty high on this list. Next is Ouroboros the Ninja. So like, just like Takumi, he died in the third image of the entire part, and he appeared for one page and died the next. But he's pretty tough. Next is Bubba. Bubba was pretty strong. He like destroyed Ouroboros. He's definitely strong on Ouroboros. Then he had to fight Iggy like as the train was leaving, and Iggy had to hop off to fight him, and that was a pretty crazy battle. We don't really know exactly what happened, but we definitely know that Iggy definitely had to put his back into it. Next is Meta Knight. Meta Knight's pretty strong. He was able to fend off both Joker, Koopa the Quick, and Meta Knight was able to fight these three guys, but then like pulled out the OK Boomer, which caused his ship to explode, which granted Meta Knight permanent paralysis for the rest of his life, and he has to suffer in the hospital for a long time. Poor guy. I don't know, he might reappear. Next is Gremblo. Gremblo, he has a gun. He also has Pink Panther, his Mirage. Allows him to create a bubble shield that can block kunais and shit, which is pretty crazy. So like, he was fighting Kakashi, and Kakashi is pretty strong. So like, Kakashi was like throwing kunais and shit. I didn't like want to, but like, to be fair, Kakashi was super holding back until he had to absolutely bop Gremblo, because Gremblo was being like fucking ransomed or some shit, and because they had his wife, and if he didn't slow them down, he did kill his wife and shit. He just wanted to see his wife again. Next is Deadlocks from part 9 OVA, who appeared in the Great Battle Royale in the final fortnight. He had this gold golem mirage that allowed him to do cool golden slams, and he was pretty tough until he had to fight someone. I forgot who he fought, but he lost that fight. Wait, I swear I remember who he fought. He was fighting Joe. He fought Joe Skate, who's next on the list. Joe Skate, his ability, I don't know what his ability was, but he's pretty tough. Next is Crotheon, and Crotheon here, his power was that I don't know what his power was, but he shot these cool, but he kind of existed. Next is Goose, and Goose here from part 13 was a part of the Team Death God gang, like Crotheon here and Dreg. And his ability was that he's able to summon these black tar abomination monsters to fight for him, and it was actually a pretty cool fight. He's pretty strong. Next is Ben Inteleon, and Inteleon here, he's unbased. So he had to fight. He was being possessed or some shit. He was fighting Ferdinand. He was going toe to. It was Ferdinand was holding back, but he was definitely going toe to toe. He was definitely pushing him a little bit. Inteleon's definitely no pushover. Next is Equinox from Entropy Adventures Expansion 2, and she was pretty cool. She fought pretty cool. She had these cool laser weapons too, I think. She split between day and night form, which was pretty helpful. Pretty good. Next is the Warden from part 6, and the Warden here, his ability is that he's able to summon Danny Phantom. That's his mirage. Danny Phantom is mirage. He's able to shoot these plasma beams. Too bad he had to fight. Not only did he have to fight Cyrus, he also had to fight Mysterio, Baldy, and Geen, who were all standing there to flex hard on him. And Cyrus's ability just wasn't fair. Next is Frosty the Snowman from the Christmas special, and he's pretty strong, but he fought Gilgamesh, who brought up Answer Choice D that brought hell on earth, the calamity, and melted him to nothing. Wasn't really a fair fight. It was also a bad matchup. Should have just learned the matchup. Next is EPZG. I was about to say EZPG. Next, EPZG, a cyborg wolf dog. He's pretty cool. He's pretty strong. He has these stances. He has four hearts. He has 4 fucking hearts. And he's pretty fast and shit. He's cool. He's really fucking cool. Next is Abomasnow from the Entropy Adventures Expansion 1, and appeared as the bus driver in part 24. Abomasnow was a part of the Glacial Outpost. He was a part of the team. He's definitely stronger than motherfuckers like the Sheriff and Nami on the team. He was bulky. He was a big boy. He was pretty strong. Next is the Black and White Pawn. This dude, he's pretty strong. He's pretty bulky. He's pretty strong. He's pretty fast. He's just built different. He has a lot of swag. He's black and white, so he has the N-word pass, and he's privileged. He's pretty fucking strong. You don't fuck with this guy. He's practically the little guy, and he follows around this motherfucker. I'll remember the name of next time. Next is Lancelot. I think that was his name. And this dude was scary. That Gilgamesh had to fight him. And Gilgamesh had to kick his ass, so he was pretty strong. Next is Iblis from part 2, and he had the type matchup against Zorn the Scizor, but Zorn was just built different and fucked him up in 2 seconds, in literally 4 pages, as he said. Next is Squidward Chronicles. And Squidward is actually pretty wacky. He's a super hacks-based fighter. His ability is Kodo Amatsukami. Shizui's Mangekyo Sharingan. And he was able to use it on Leon. But Leon was able to break out of that genjutsu with the power of his drip and swag. And that's how he defeated Squidward Tentacle's Kodo Amatsukami. It was a pretty funny fight. It was pretty cool. And Squidward also had that's about it. Next is Eyeless Jack from from Entropy Adventures Expansion 3, and his mask was also one of the 12 original relics to create the true arrow in part 9. So Eyeless Jack was a pretty scary guy. He stabs a lot, he eats livers, he eats hearts and cum. I'm not sure if he eats cum, but he probably does. If he eats organs and shit, he probably eats the testicles. So, and whatever the fuck, whatever. Next, wait, hold up. So, like, he does cool shit. He like, work alongside other strong characters. He's pretty wacky. He's pretty cool. Okay, next is, Blue Guy. And Blue Guy, is the brother of Red Man. So, Blue Guy here, he has lightning and shit. He was pretty strong. He fought YV. He was actually putting up a fair fight against YV, actually blocking the attacks of his Mirage with his own electric powers. So, but, you know, of course, YV is much stronger, just capped him in the head. Speaking of which, by the way, YV is the only character with guns that actually do something. Next is Red Man. Red Man is pretty much identical to Blue Guy, but Red Man has fire moves, and he fought All Might. And that was a pretty cool fight. Too bad he got hit with the motherfucking Detroit Smash and other shit, bro. Wait, no, he got hit with the Ohio Smash, because just like Ohio, he doesn't exist. Next, last but not least of the list is Excalibur. Excalibur, he has this exalted flame which just reflects like pretty much everything and is pretty cool, and he's pretty busty. He was a really broken teammate. He kind of just cheesed a lot of things. And that was pretty much his ability. And he's also, yeah, and that's why he's his top. He kind of would just beat every other character behind him. He's strong. He's strong. He doesn't have eyes, so Kodomatsu Kami doesn't affect him. And yeah. And that was the superhuman tier. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, or I'll fuck your mother like always. I probably already banged her 20 times, so take the L. See you guys next time. We'll do the next tier eventually when I feel like it. Cock.